Hi, and welcome to the Money on the Table podcast. This is where we talk all things money. And today I am with my co host, Empress, and also Charlene. So it's so good to be here. We're from an organization called Moneyheave, and we're all about financial well-being and education. So today is somewhat like a community conversation, and we're just going to bring forth a topic and just discuss it. So we're going to kick off with buy now, pay later.
Oh boy.
What do we think of it?
Don't do it. It's not
Yeah.
worth it. Just don't do it. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, letters through the door. It's just, yeah, I'm not a fan personally.
Okay. What
Yeah.
about you, Charlene?
I would say, oh God, I'm totally against it. I've been a victim myself. Although I do understand why people do use it, and I do
Mhm.
understand like just how useful it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll say that.
Yeah, so you kind of got like mixed views on it. Like it can be used for good.
Yeah,
Equally, actually, if not managed correctly, then actually it can be very dangerous. Is
100%.
basically what I'm
Yeah,
I'm getting from both of you. And when we're talking about buy now, pay later, we're talking about debt.
Yeah,
It's a formal debt which allows you to purchase something now. You don't have to pay all of the money. You might pay some or none of the money up front, and then over a period of time, whether that be 3 months or within a month,
mm,
you're expected to pay that back.
yeah.
For example, as an example. So I feel like there's a big push on short-term debt, especially buy now, pay later. It's always been there, but I don't feel like it's been marketed as it has now. I feel like it's quite aggressive.
yeah. Hats off
Yes.
to their marketing team. So
Seriously.
they're doing it.
Seriously
Well,
not.
Yeah. But yeah, it's in your face. It's actually
yeah,
changed how people manage their money. It's
Yeah.
changed the landscape of it. That's what I kind of feel. And I feel there's a big onus on individuals to be able to manage their money properly,
100%.
mm,
as opposed to the companies lending ethically, lending
yeah.
responsibly. So I'm quite curious about that and how what do you think about that?
I feel like you said, service providers should really be enforcing how just they should really be giving us the T's and C's. Like,
Yeah,
not that you're reading it on a small print, like on the applications or through the applications process, but they should really emphasize the actual dangers of it. And how like it can impact on different aspects of our finances from your credit to even just your management of money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like but although I will say on the individual themselves, like there needs to be a certain balance of things. Like I said, I've been a victim of it where like I went when it first came out, I went crazy, especially with like buying clothes and stuff like that. Like you're putting it in your like pretty little thing and boohoo
yeah.
basket, and you just and then they say, Klarna, you can pay £12. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Or even better, paying 30 days.
Literally. And they even allow you to say like how long you can pay it for. So I feel like it gives people a sense of like, yeah, liberation in a sense of like if you don't have the money right now for things that are actually necessary, like you've got a broken down washing machine, you don't have £500 to pay for it there and then, like I mean, by all means, if you can, it's a necessity. But I feel like if you're going to spend it lavishly on things, material
Mhm.
things,
Mm,
holidays, cars, clothing, and stuff like that, even food,
mm.
then I feel like you definitely need to rethink
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It's really weird because me and my friends were talking about booking a holiday for September, and one of my friends was like, "Let's just put it on Klarna. Yeah, let's just put it on Klarna." And I'm just like, actually, no, I've
No.
been there, done that. I'm not really wanting, more anxiety upon me. I'm okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Because the stress that it comes with, like, if you haven't got that money, what you thought you would have at that time,
Mhm.
then you are gonna then reap the what's the word? The consequences of them adding, an extra £6 on or
Yeah.
interest onto it, and then you're in a bigger, deeper circle where it's just going on and on and on
Yeah.
until, you're receive even letters through your door that
Yeah.
you're in big debt. it's scary. I think it's quite scary, to be fair.
100%.
And I don't think they talk about
No.
the knock-on effects or the consequences you said of actually it can lead to bailiffs, it can
Yeah.
lead to messing up your credit score, which
Mm.
is an indication of how well you're managing your money. And I know
Definitely.
some of the buy now, pay later schemes are not regulated, but some of them are regulated and they will report to your credit history. On your credit file, sorry, and say whether you've paid them back or not. So I feel like you're right. They're very good on making it very simple for you
Yeah.
to press the button and buy, but not very simple telling you the implications
100%.
of what could happen. And I think that being whole responsible in terms of as a responsible lender, asking the questions, just as if you were to go to a shop and buy a pack of cigarettes, it has like a lung on there.
Yeah.
And it like a
Gives you the
bag.
cautions.
Yeah.
It I would love to see more of
Yeah.
that actually. Even now you can go into a shop and actually pay in installments. So you could
Yeah.
go Superdrug
You
or
can. It's
whatever.
crazy.
And but again, they're just showing you how to pay. But actually,
Mm.
what if you can't afford it?
Yeah.
What if you're a compulsive buyer?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they're considering vulnerable
People. No, I don't think they
100%.
are
100%.
at all. At all.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel like it kind of enforces a lazy mentality in the
Mm.
sense of like, oh, I can just pay this back later. Whereas
Yeah,
like many years ago, if you don't have it, you don't
Don't
pay
have
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
exactly.
Or maybe you'll take out like a loan or something, but you still have to pay that back. But I feel like they make it come across like it's very enticing, like, oh, I can just pay this back in 30 days or
Yeah,
Mm.
however time I need, and it kind of enforces that, oh, like it will just be paid, but actually like it enforces a kind of mentality that, oh, like I can live a very easy breezy life and not
yeah,
really have to do much to be able to afford it in
yeah,
Yeah.
full.
And I feel like a lot of people are working just to be able to pay the debts they've made throughout the month. Like,
Yeah.
£8 there, £40 there, 50 quid there.
yeah,
It all adds up. And at the end of the month, you're
100%.
like, where's all my money gone? But really,
Yeah.
it's because you've had to pay, your debts you've accumulated,
Yeah.
really.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's this whole shift in culture,
Yeah.
and we're moving away from saving because
Yeah.
actually, some of those things that you spoke about before, maybe you would have actually saved
Yeah.
for it, but now it's like, well, I can just use
Karma.
Yeah, exactly.
one of these financial service providers.
Like
Yeah.
with holidays, for instance, like before you'd be like, oh yeah, let me put money away each month to be able to afford to go on this holiday. And now you can just literally put it on Klarna. You can put a holiday on somewhere. You don't even have the money in your account. You've not even got spending money, nothing there. But yeah, I booked that holiday. It's crazy. I
Yeah,
just can't get my head around it. I'm just, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't have to. The thing is, it's like the saying when they say like the rich is rich and the poor is
Yeah.
poor. Like, I feel like now they're like trying to blend it. Like, actually, you can afford, you can have what the
Yeah.
rich people have, but you're just not able to afford it. So we've given you this option.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, like, it's like it's
Yeah.
absurd. What do you mean you can pay a holiday in installments? Like,
yeah.
yeah,
And especially if you don't have a stable job.
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
can see it working for people who know each month they've got that regular
Income.
income,
Yeah.
they're, on a trajectory in their career. But
100%.
someone
Yeah.
who's maybe on the lower end of that scale,
Yeah.
who's got 0 hour contracts,
Yeah.
things like that, I think it's actually very risky.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I do think there is some kind of positives from it, like you
Yeah.
said, like a washing machine or like you need a new tire or, but then it's like finding that balance of, okay, but if then I put a bit of money away each month, I could have a rainy day fund where, you can fall back on for those kind of things, or you wouldn't have to then put yourself into it's short-term debt, but it's still debt, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. So kind of bringing
Yeah.
back, it's a great point. We've kind of forgotten about saving to some
Yeah,
extent,
Yeah.
definitely forgotten about saving.
Yeah, and having reserves and planning for things
Yeah.
because we know we can just get it like that.
Yeah. And even your credit score as well. Like, if you don't pay that back, your score is going low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even trying to build that back up as well was like, is great. Like, not even just like pay, like buy now, pay later, but even like overdrafts and like bank loans. Like,
Mm.
they make it look like, oh, you're gonna get more money. You're gonna definitely have it. Like, I remember uni, like having my overdraft, and like they were like, oh, you can have 1,000, 1.5, 2,000. I said, what? Like,
For me?
yeah, like, I can have all that. Really? But actually, that's not your money.
Yeah.
They make it seem like it's your money, but it's not your money because you have to pay it back, and it becomes really like daunting because it's like, oh, I'm finished with uni, so I actually need to give this back. And then your credit score, like my credit score, trying to build that back up has been a bit of a challenge because like I used all of that overdraft up, and they were like, and then when you get the letters and they're like, yeah, by the way, you have to give this back now, and it's like, oh, okay, I don't actually have the balance right now. I don't have the budget right now to give it back. And the thing is, even when they ask for it back, they don't care if you have any other expense.
Yeah.
They'll be like, okay, well, how much do you make a month, and how much can you actually give to this? And if you give them like a figure that they think to themselves, you can do more than that, they kind of become a bit condescending. Like they don't really care. It's like you spent it, you pay back for it. So it's you don't really have. There's no liberty in borrowing, really.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things there because they didn't actually upfront give you that education.
Yeah.
No.
They just said, "Oh, you can get it," and it's all
Yeah.
glitz and glam, and it
Yeah.
sounds great, but actually they didn't teach you how you should manage it, or obviously they say in the fine print that you
Yeah.
need to obviously pay it back. And I think for a lot of people, debt can start at university.
100%.
Yeah, because it did for me. And actually, even when I got my graduate job, it took me some time to actually repay that. So I'm with you on that.
But I also do think it's a bit of the school's responsibility to like start teaching us from young, like what could happen if we fell into debt, or like how to manage your money a bit better.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I didn't go to uni, but I still, am building up my credit score because I moved out young and thought, oh yeah, let me put this on Klarna, or let me put this on ClearPay, or
Yeah.
oh, let's pay for my sofa in installments. Like in that moment, it felt like, wow, this is a wonderful idea. I've got my whole house kitted out already. But really, it just ended up with me having a lot of debt, and like, you're overdue this payment. Oh, now we're adding on another £6. Like,
Yeah.
it's just more stress than it's worth, I think.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you're right, school's not actually teaching
Yeah.
how to manage bills, how
Yeah.
to be responsible with money, teaching you those practical skills. I know there's a movement where they're trying to introduce it, but again, that's not going to be for now.
Yeah.
So I think what can be done in this time, and actually some investment to go into it, not just say it's a nice thing, but actually investment in money, investment in time. Yeah, it would be really good. A great point on that.
100%. So in terms of like investment, like investing, what you do, maybe like take out loan or stuff like that, would you class that as like good debt then?
What do you mean, sorry? So using debt, a form of debt, whether that be overdraft
Yeah.
or a loan, to then invest in a business, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be considered as good debt because actually it has the potential to increase your wealth. I think the challenge is when you're using debt for holidays, things that don't build your wealth,
Yeah.
is when it becomes challenging.
Yeah.
So yeah, debt can be a good thing. It just depends on how you use it and how you leverage it, basically.
Yeah.
I think honestly, overall, I just feel like buy now, pay later is a scam. Like it's
If
a
you want to
scam.
sleep at night, don't do it.
Don't do
And
it.
again, not that they don't speak about the well-being side
Yeah.
of things,
No,
the
Yeah.
they don't.
anxiety, the stress,
Yeah.
that actually it comes with it if you're not
Yeah.
able to pay it back, because £8 sounds like nothing,
Yeah.
but actually if you're in a job that's not secure,
Yeah.
£8 a lot of money.
It is
Yeah.
100%.
You
Like
know.
even when you spend money like without necessarily having debt, it's just like, oh, it's just £2. Oh, it's just £1. But as it accumulates, you realize, oh, yeah,
It is
that's a lot.
crazy because, like, I remember back when I used to be a Kalana bandit, loved it. I used to not want to spend £6 on a tub of ice cream in a shop, but £150 in installments, yes, please.
Do you know
Like,
what I
pay in 30
mean?
days, yes, please. But I would justify not paying something smaller inside of a shop. Do you know what I mean? It makes you think,
Yeah.
they got you
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so it's literally shifting your mindset and how
100%.
you think about money and deal with it. Hmm. Yeah, definitely
Mm,
see it like changing culture, and especially with young adults and how they
yeah.
manage money, because that's what they're taught. That's what they
Yeah.
see. That's in their face.
Yeah.
We
Definitely.
went to a school, and we go to schools and we work with like local communities and stuff, and they all know about buy now, pay later.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Scary,
Yeah,
really. It's so
Literally.
scary.
yeah.
It's like I must have been at my mum's, and my little brother, who was literally 11, was like, he said something like, "Oh, put this on your Klarna, mum." Do you Klarna? Like, because you obviously can read, and it goes on, like, I don't know, Amazon or something. Don't know what you're shopping on, but then it has the option there. I'm like, how? What sense is that? Like, it's crazy.
Funny enough, Amazon doesn't actually give you that option, does it?
Yeah.
No, I think it does. Like, does it do PayPal option maybe?
Well, actually,
PayPal.
I think
Yeah.
there's another way that you can do it though. Actually, you can do it through the actual
Oh,
Klarna
okay.
app. So
Yeah.
you can buy from
Yeah,
Amazon, but you've got to do it through the app. I think if you buy from Amazon directly,
I
you
see.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's quite
Mm.
interesting why they
Yeah.
do it that way. I don't know.
I think it's fascinating that people think the Western world is like greener pastures because it's
Mm.
actually not.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
Yeah.
like in maybe like third world countries, like it definitely is the rich is rich and the poor is poor. If you can't
Mm.
afford it, you can't have it.
Yeah.
But like here, it's like, oh, you can just take out a loan. You can
Yes.
just and you can pay it back as when you need to. But yeah, like there's this misconception which is that, you know, if you move to like England or America or this or that, like it's greener pastures.
Mm.
There might be more opportunities, but actually, in retrospect, like they allow you to live life credited so that it seems like it's a better
Yeah,
option for you. But actually, I'd rather be rich and know that I can afford things than
yeah,
live life like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna pay in installments and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Because actually, if you want to pay for things like a house or a
mm.
car or even things that you need credit to pay for, like you won't be able to because you're living a lifestyle like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think we definitely can learn something from third world countries
100%.
yeah,
in
definitely.
terms of how they manage their money and
Yeah,
uh but I also think they are starting to pick up some of the Western
Yeah.
world's
yeah,
financial habits as well.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, but in terms of because a lot of people, even if they're getting a mortgage, they can't get a mortgage in a
yeah.
third world country. They
Yeah.
have to buy the land, for example, and
Yeah.
they
Build it.
save up for
Do
it.
you
They
know what?
build on.
I so agree with that. I'm not being funny. I so agree with that
Yeah.
because, like, that's going to be left now for generations and generations. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm.
so I kind of wish we kind of took a bit of a leaf out of their book a little bit
Of
and
saving
yeah,
more and then yeah, yeah.
definitely.
And it's not that you can't get a mortgage, but I
No,
don't think it's so accessible, for
but yeah,
Yeah.
example,
yeah,
to many
Yeah.
people.
And even some places, like the way they do renting as well. I think in Nigeria, like the way they do renting is you pay for the year.
Yeah.
yeah,
So the rent you pay for the year, and then like you have that year to save up to pay for the next one. Which I at first when I heard that I was like, really? But then I was like, actually, it gives people the opportunity to like save,
mm,
put the money aside. You know, rent is gonna be the next
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
and like also as well, like it gives you that understanding, like work hard for what
Yeah,
you
and
have.
paying in advance for things.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're not we don't that's not promoted
No, it's
no,
not.
necessarily. What's promoted is pay it in arrears.
yeah,
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 which is weird, really, isn't it? It's quite
yeah,
it is.
strange.
yeah, yeah,
It
Yeah.
is.
And it gives you that kind of security, I think, like, paying your rent for a year, like,
mhm.
you'll have somewhere. Do you know what I
Yeah,
For
mean?
a
It
yeah,
gives
year,
you,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It actually like takes the pressure off you as well because then you're not
Yeah.
thinking every month. If you paid your bills a year in
yeah.
advance,
Mm.
how
You're
wonderful.
laughing, aren't you, really?
100%.
Yeah,
And if you're able to, why not?
yeah,
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 Literally.
yeah. So
definitely.
again, that's a great example of us learning from
Mm,
them of how they manage their money. Yeah,
definitely.
great
100%.
point. Yeah.
Mm.
So buy now, pay laters. Have we changed our minds?
No,
I'm still like, nope,
Yeah,
don't do it.
yeah.
definitely ask yourself lots of questions before you consider it.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
yeah. And overdrafts as well. They're actually one of the most expensive ways of borrowing debt. It's actually quite expensive
Yeah.
as well. So be mindful of that as well. But yeah, great to have you. Great to have your insights into buy now, pay later.
Thank you.
We hope this has encouraged you to manage your money better,
Yep.
but definitely read the fine print and ask yourself, do you actually need it? Thank you for
Yep.
listening and hope to see you on another one of our episodes.
Bye.
Bye.